I mean, Disney or not Disney, but Pixar does like the jokes kind of like that, where like kids wouldn't get them, but like yeah, like sex jokes, like people get it.
How is Johnny Silverhand a sex joke?
I don't know. He uses his hand a lot. I don't know. Maybe there's some kind of joke in there. I'm just saying maybe it's something like that.
No, his character literally has a silver hand.
Oh wait, no, we're talking about E3. We're talking about Cyberpunk. We're not talking about him in the Toy Story movie.
No.
That's my bad.
That was interesting.
Yeah, I thought we were talking about his name, and that was his name in the Toy Story movie. Because he's gonna be like a Canadian stuntman toy in the Toy Story.
And I have no idea about Toy Story.
I've only seen it like on the Instagram stuff like that.
Okay, gotcha.
But I guess we'll do an intro and then we'll roll into some topics. What's up, everybody? This is Better Than Static. I'm your host Tyler, and with me, per usual, I have my buddy Lucas.
Hey, hey.
And my buddy Chris.
Greetings to all our comrades in Soviet Russia.
I don't think we've had any downloads in Russia. I know we've had some in Mongolia, but it was from my friend who was in Mongolia at the time. So maybe we'll get some, and then they'll be able to like feel loved through that intro, Chris.
Congratulations.
Okay, so Lucas is screen sharing right now, and it's a picture of Keanu Reeves from Cyberpunk 2077.
See, he has a silver hand.
Yeah, Johnny Silverhand. I don't know why I thought we were talking about the Toy Story, because it would make more sense if you guys were talking about Cyberpunk than Toy Story.
Indeed.
Which, speaking of Cyberpunk, anything big for E3 news for you guys, like that you're pumped about?
I mean, Cyberpunk is pretty much it. The new Star Wars game looks pretty good.
What is it?
The Fallen Jedi.
Nice.
What it's
It's a Minecraft knockoff.
Is it really?
No.
I didn't see anything for it.
It's made by Respawn. It's the people who made Titanfall.
Yeah. And then
all that.
Apex Origins. And yeah, so like I think it'll be good. Respawn does good stuff.
It's got the Joker from Gotham in it.
Wait, are you talking about the voice?
No, the Joker from Gotham, the redheaded kid in Shameless. I don't know his real name.
I when you said Gotham, my mind went to Arkham. I'm like, well, I mean, we know his name. You could say his name. It's like Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
I was supposed to say, do we know his name?
I do. I had a brain for it.
That one guy.
That
Mark
one dude.
Hamill, the real famous guy that everyone knows.
He drinks blue milk from an alien boob.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
I just say that's Friday night.
That's Chris's every weekend. I thought you meant I was like, I guess his voice is gonna be in it, or he's gonna be Luke Skywalker or whatever, like something like that. I didn't. So I assume that guy's gonna be a Sith, or on the dark side, the red haired guy from Shameless and Gotham.
No, he plays the Jedi. He is the character you play as.
Really? That's neat.
Yeah.
I never picture him as a good guy.
That's very nice of you to say to the guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know him.
Dude looks like a real evil guy. Hey, just can't stand him.
Well, I never said I couldn't stand him. He does good stuff.
Play a very good creepy person. I'll give him that.
Like, none of his roles are like the good, upstanding person. Well, his two main ones I'm thinking of, which are the Joker, aka one of the most evil people in DC, and
wouldn't it be the president? Hey-o.
We don't get political on this podcast, Chris.
I was gonna make I could have made a Mitch McConnell joke.
I don't. Most of our people are from Kentucky, so they would get the Mitch McConnell joke, I would think.
It's Mitch.
He looks like a turtle. He's so turtle.
He's the dude from Master in Disguise.
Turtle.
We're not turtly enough for the Turtle Club.
Showtime. But
All right.
yeah,
So,
Master of
You,
Disguise.
you went way too deep for me to remember anything from Master of Disguise.
That's like the only thing from that movie that people remember because it was
The
in the
only,
previews.
literally the only thing I remember is him wearing the big turtle shell, and he like picks it up from the bottom, and it goes up around his ears, and he goes turtle, turtle. Only thing I remember from
how is
him.
that a real movie that was made? Lord have mercy.
I love Dana Carvey. Really, he's hilarious. I love him in Wayne's World. I love his stand up that I've watched. But that movie is not strong whatsoever.
These
It's,
weak baby movies for the babies.
doesn't he dress up as Captain America at the end? Because his thing is he always open hand slaps because it leaves them respect or something like
Leaves them,
that.
or no, it disrespects them or something.
No, I don't think. I think it doesn't disrespect him because at the end he dresses up like Captain America and he punches the dude.
I don't
Heck
remember
yeah,
that
that's what
scene.
America's all
I
about.
don't remember that scene at all. I remember he
Uh,
impersonates George Bush at one point, or like some kind of
He did
policy.
that on Saturday Night Live.
No, no, no. I think that's in the movie too.
Oh. Alright.
crap, the movie came out in 2002.
Yeah,
That's
it's
Yeah,
probably the
old.
last time I
it came out
saw
right
it.
before I went to Busch Gardens.
The only other part I remember is like when he's like moving his hand like somebody's talking. He goes, "This is what you're doing. This is what I want you to do."
Oh
And he's
yeah,
like holding his mouth like the mouth of the hand person closed.
That only me thought that
yeah.
was funny. That's stupid. Why did I think
Well,
that was
we were in
funny? Only
second grade at that point. Well, second or third grade, like depending on like when it came out. What month did it come out?
I don't.
Just 2002.
Well,
It has a 3.3 out of 10 on IMDb.
I mean, it's still better than I thought it would be. It's like a
It's number 54 on the bottom rated movies on IMDb.
wait. So is number one the worst, or is it like 100 the worst of that on that list?
I would say number one. Yeah, the disaster movie is number one. It has a 2.0.
Okay. Those are always confusing when you're like doing a top 100 of the worst because that always throws me off. It's kind of like how DEFCON 1 isn't as bad or is worse than DEFCON 5. Like
I've seen too many movies on this list.
like what?
Okay, so number one, the disaster movie.
What's wait, what is that?
It was a disaster of a movie.
But who's in it?
It has, I would be surprised if anybody was in it. It was kind of like a scary movie, kind of like
Like a
rip
spoof?
off. Yeah, it was like real dumb. Kim Kardashian West was in it.
Oh wait, I know
Uh,
what that is. I've seen that. Yeah.
yeah, it's real bad, like real bad. Uh, Let me go back. There was one on here that I know all of us have seen. Son of the Mask is here.
Son of the Mask was not good. Mask,
Love that
great
movie.
movie. Great. The first Mask was good. Can we agree on that?
I haven't seen it.
It's not the greatest.
It's not the greatest, but it's good.
It's okay. It's passable. I'd give it like a solid 5.
Yeah, I would. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. What's another movie on that list you've seen, Lucas? I actually want to pull up that movie list because I probably own some of those movies.
Kazam is on the list.
Kazam's the best. I love Kazam.
It was Shaq.
I wish Shaq had done more movies at that point in his career. Also, I wish
Santa Claus Conquers the Martians.
that sounds dumb. I
Oh,
wish.
Steel is on here too. Sorry.
What is it?
I've
Wait,
seen
what
a
movie? Say that again.
Steel. That's the Shaq superhero movie.
Yeah. I wish. So everybody thinks the Sinbad movie where he was a genie was real. I kind of wish it was real, because it never existed.
Wait. Where Sinbad was the genie?
Yeah, it does. That's not a real movie.
Oh, I gotcha. I thought you were talking about Shaq being a genie. And I was
That's
real
Kazam.
confused.
Kazam is where Shaq's the genie.
Yeah, I know. I
People
was gonna
think
say,
there's
we
a
just talked about
movie.
that movie.
People think there's a movie with Sinbad as a genie, but it's not real. Like I don't know why people think it's real, but it's not.
Dab.
Okay, let's move on. What else is on that list?
Oh, I was looking up to see if Sinbad was actually a genie in a movie. Uh,
Was he in Treasure Planet?
I think he was a voice on Treasure Planet, but I don't know what voice. He might have been the pirate, the main pirate dude.
I got hit with the drowsies and my Minecraft world is going badly.
Speaking of Minecraft, we need to get back in that world where we've got everything built. I made a nether portal.
Okay, can I? I'm sorry, I'm gonna derail this. Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Okay, I did something silly today.
Okay.
I was standing next to my supervisors at break, and I was like talking to them. I was gonna ask them a question about something, and apparently somebody had sprayed like some sort of perfume or something, and somebody walked by and just said, "Oh, it smells really good over here," and I just absent-mindedly just sort of went, "It's me."
at least you didn't say, "Oh, I farted."
I don't know why I said it. I still don't know why I said
But
it.
do your
I,
supervisors think it was actually you, or
no, they started cracking up because they're
well,
like, "Oh, he doesn't act like that ever. What happened?"
well then how is that dumb? How is that stupid?
Because I felt like an idiot. Oh, it's me.
Well, I mean,
Like,
Uh,
I think it came across. I think it delivered well.
yeah, but I didn't mean to. Like my brain just, I blurted it out like randomly. I didn't even think about it. It just happened. I went, "Whoa."
I think that's fine though.
I don't.
Why? It'd been different if nobody laughed or like everybody just like looked at you weird.
They usually laughed about how I reacted. I just turned around and went, "I don't know what just happened."
Wait,
It's like
you
it's like
should.
I blacked out and I don't know what happened.
Well, did you actually turn around and say, "I don't know what happened"?
Yeah, because I turned around and said it to whoever is walking by, and then like they turned around. I was like, and I turned back to my supervisor. I was like, I don't know what happened.
I think had you not addressed the fact that you didn't know what happened, like if you just played it off like you meant the joke, I think it'd have been fine. But you took it one step farther and you made it awkward because it's like I didn't mean to make you laugh, and then they don't know what to do because
But
they're
they
like,
started laughing when that happened. Shoot.
I'm so confused. So did they laugh twice?
They laughed only when I only. They kind of laughed when I turned around and my face was like, oh.
Wait, so they
I
didn't
was
laugh when you said it was you?
no, because they were taken aback just like I was.
I'm so freaking confused.
So, did you go back because the joke didn't land, or were you truly confused that you said it?
Yeah, I was so confused. I didn't mean to say anything.
But
I gotcha.
so you okay? So they didn't laugh when you initially said it. So the joke did not hit. Is that what we're
I
saying?
didn't. I wasn't making a joke on purpose.
Yeah, but they saw that's like that line's a joke. So did that joke hit or not?
I I think everybody was more shocked that I said something like that than 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 the joke landing.
So the joke didn't land. Also, you didn't mean to say the joke. Okay. So freaking confused because you said they laughed, and I'm like, well, what's the problem?
They laughed when I turned around. I went, I don't know what happened. I don't
Okay.
know what happened to myself. My
Okay, that's
brain.
that's fine. We're all on the same page. I thought they laughed after you said what you said, like it was me, and I'm like, well, then why'd you turn around and say like I don't know what happened if it went well? Why would you screw it up by addressing the awkwardness? I was confused on
It's
that point. Yeah, it is you. I'm aware it was you, and you like to address awkwardness, but sometimes you just gotta let it slide under the rug.
son of a gun. Sorry.
But also, what's the dumbest thing you've said with a supervisor within earshot?
That.
What about you, Lucas?
Um, I had to act like I was committing fraud at my last job in front of top management.
Well, you had to act like you were committing fraud?
Yeah, I feel like I don't know if I told the story whenever it
Oh, no,
happened.
yeah, your skit. I remember you
Yeah.
telling me about this, but I don't know if we talked about it on the podcast.
Okay, yeah, so for whatever reason, my manager decided it would be a good idea to hold these like quarterly meetings where we go over kind of like give a course over how fraud is committed, how like opportunity, I don't know, the triangle, I forget what it is.
Opportunity cost.
No, it's like the opportunity to commit
Oh
fraud, the
shoot,
motivation to commit fraud,
we
and
we just had a
uh,
training on this at my work. Hold on. I
motivation and
know
the
circumstances.
anyway, that's not the point.
We don't care
Uh,
about what they were. We're
right.
trying to get the
I
setting.
do.
I'm sure if I like really sat here and thought about it, I could come up with the third one,
Listen,
but
That's
I
nobody
don't
cares
really
that's
about
on
what
care
it
that
Abby's
is.
much.
show.
No one cares what it is.
But instead of just giving like a presentation and being like, this is all this stuff, she was like, we need to make this fun and interesting.
No, you. Oh my God, lady.
So she wrote a script, and me, she was kind of like the voiceover person. She set the scene, and then me and my supervisor at the time and coworker had to act out each scene while she did like the voiceover and stuff like that.
This reminds me
Uh,
of when I was in high school and I was the big bad wolf while somebody read the Three Little Pigs for a
When
Halloween
did this
thing.
happen?
It was
Like,
like
what
for
the heck?
a wait,
I
what?
was like, when the heck did this happen?
It was I was on this thing called Leadership Council and we did this thing where we had a big fall festival and we had like a reading corner, and we acted out the Three Little Pigs and I was the big bad wolf. And whoever got the wolf costume got like the scariest freaking one. I don't know why they thought that was a good idea because there's a bunch of little kids and it was like a werewolf mask. So the little kids freaked out. And like I think I caused at least 7 kids to cry when I came out with the mask.
That's not enough.
Wait,
right.
wait, what, Chris?
That's not enough kids to cry. You should have made more kids cry.
I said it at least. It was probably more.
Yeah. Around 6, at least 7.
About 6.
Good. Just the
But
heck?
um I don't know what the stupidest thing I've said in front of my supervisor because my supervisor also carpools with me to work. So I've probably said some dumb things. Like I don't know.
Well, I mean, this is also kind of hard because I had a very, like, me and my old supervisor were really good friends. Uh, I know one day he like asked me a question or made a mistake in a paper or something like that, and I like said like, "Hey, you did this. I'll fix it." And he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm sorry." And I looked at him. I said, "You better be."
That's
What'd you
weird.
say?
That's awkward. That's awkward.
Yeah,
The
that's
only
funny.
thing that could have made that more awkward is if your supervisor was female.
No, no,
Oh
no.
God.
Yeah, imagine that.
Wasn't. It was just funny because I was just giving him a hard time. But
You better be.
you better be.
hmm
Yes, then. I wear it like a badge of honor. Wear it in silence, or I'll honor you again.
Oh my goodness.
Shout out to Bobby B.
So I know we talked about it after the podcast last week, but like the new Pokemon games are coming out. That was like our big thing with E3 besides Cyberpunk. I think that. So I said when the new Super Smash came out for Switch, I would get a Switch, but I never did. This one is definitely gonna be the one that makes me buy a Switch. Is the Pokemon game, and if I
Yeah,
don't, you can persecute me on the podcast
I gotcha.
more than you already do.
It looks pretty good. I mean, looking at the trailer that they released for it, I mean, it has kind of a Breath of the Wild look to it, and
What
there's
I
just Pokemon walking around.
Yeah, that's the coolest part where you can just see them. What didn't make sense to me in the game was like you have some massive Pokemon in there and you walk through the grass and you don't see them and you're walking through knee-high grass and then they pop up. In this game, I forget how exactly it's going to work, but some Pokemon you won't be able to see like when you're in the tall grass, and some you'll just see walking around and you can like battle them, which I think is
Yeah.
awesome. I think that is the coolest thing they could have done. Other than I don't know what else they could do to make it better, but that was a big one for me. But you're right, the legendaries look cool. I like the shield or the sword one better than the shield, but they're both
Same.
solid. I wish the sword one had the color scheme of the shield though.
Shield.
The sword one looks washed out, like the color of it does, because it's like
Nah,
pastels.
I like it. It looks fast.
Yeah, because when's the last pastel fast car you saw?
Like 3 days ago.
That's a lie. Because they're like usually like
No idea what's
solid
going on.
colors. I'm just saying, like the sword Pokemon for Sword and Shield looks washed out because the color scheme's lighter than the Shield. I like the Shield color scheme, but I like the model for the legendary for the sword.
Gotcha. I don't know. I just like the fact that it's a dog or a wolf or whatever it is with a sword in its mouth.
They're
It's
both
cool.
wolves, right?
I mean, yeah, they're basically both the same exact Pokemon, except one of them has a sword and the other has a shield.
The other one's got a chunky neck. It's got like double chin. That's like that's what the shield looks like to me. Is a double chin.
Okay. That's a big old double chin
Yeah.
that flares out to the right and left.
I mean, have you seen? Yeah, I've seen some big double chins in my day.
Okay.
Interesting.
Interesting. What?
Interesting that you care to discuss your double chin extravaganzas.
I would rather not because it's not very nice because it's talking bad about people.
The frig.
Also, one thing that does come to mind is the goblin from Hobbit. Like the Goblin King from the Hobbit. He had a
He didn't
giant.
have.
He had a giant double chin.
He had just one big chin though.
No, it was like, well, what do you call it when like you have your chin and then you have like under chin? I guess it's under chin.
A gunt.
What? What was that word you said?
Gunt.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It sounds apropos.
I don't want you to ever use that word again on this podcast because it's too close to other words.
I'll Google it. I'll see what it means.
I don't know if I want to know what it
It
means.
sounds like the right word.
Uh,
It's slang for the fatty area below the belly button.
oh. Look for slang for fatty area under the chin.
The chunt.
Quit saying stuff that ends like UNT.
But
Yeah, but that
Some
was
pitchers hate him.
yeah, he always pulls a stunt.
the first one caught me so off guard when Chris said it, and I'm like, I don't think we should say that one ever again.
Today while I was in the bathroom, I heard the guy next to me grunt.
He had a big gun. He was trying to get out his poop.
No, he was grunt, dude. It was like life or death with this dude. I was like, that sucks.
We talk about
Sucks to
pooping.
suck, bro.
We talk about pooping way too much on this podcast.
I saw a video of a girl like congratulating a dog on pooping. That was cool.
When was this?
It was like on Twitter. Like the dog was like getting ready to poop, and then the girl walked up and said, "Good job pooping," and like patted it on the back. It was really funny.
How was it? Was it an adult dog or like a puppy?
It was a pretty good sized dog. The dog was like about the size of the girl.
I mean, at that point, I don't think you need to applaud the dog pooping because it should know how to poop. A puppy, on the other hand, I mean,
Did
positive
the dog
reinforcement.
have
Yes.
a Guddle?
The what?
What's a
A
Guddle?
Guddle?
What's a Guddle?
A slang term for a double chin?
That don't make no sense.
There's a ton of them.
But if it's
I just thought it was funny.
if it's a puppy and it's like their first time going outside to use the bathroom to poop, that deserves positive
It
reinforcement.
was a little girl. She didn't know any better, Tyler.
Oh, you made it sound like it was an adult girl.
No, the dog was about the size of the girl. What kind of adult girl is? What kind of dog is the size of an adult girl?
Great Dane, Irish Wolfhound.
If they're standing.
One of those Mastiff
Yeah,
things.
What dog is
Mastiff.
pooping while standing?
What is that Mastiff
A
called?
bull
That-
mastiff or a Tibetan mastiff?
Tibetan Mastiff is what I'm thinking of. Have you ever seen one of those, Chris?
Only in my dreams.
Isn't it what the Russian prisons used to keep inmates in?
Dire wolves.
I thought they were used to hunt bears.
Maybe that's
Oh,
right.
who's hunting a bear in the first place?
I mean, it looks like a daggone legendary Pokemon.
It's like an Arcanine but bigger.
I'm so cold that I'm shivering.
What's it even make sense, Chris?
Sorry, Tibetan Mastiff.
Yeah.
Tibetan Mastiff.
Well, any Mastiff is giant. You know what I mean? They're just big dogs.
How would anybody have a dog that large?
To hunt bears?
Yeah, exactly. Why else wouldn't you? I mean,
Well,
also sometimes they're used to fight crime, like in Turner and Hooch.
that dog was not a Tibetan Mastiff.
It was a bull mastiff. Hooch was a bull mastiff in that movie.
Hooch is what you drink when you're depressed or you just got divorced.
Oh my gosh, are we writing a country song right now?
No. I can't find ladders.
Turner and Hooch is a great movie, though, by the way. Tom Hanks and a dog.
Sticks.
It's great. Go watch it. Classic.
2 sticks.
100% guaranteed it's not on the 100 worst movies list.
It's probably
Huh.
nowhere near either list.
So
I-
6.1, solidly in the middle.
I figured it'd be better than that. I was thinking like a 7.5.
Careful.
I mean, it's got Tom
Uh,
Hanks.
I think Tom
So-
Hanks has been in some bad movies.
The Men Who Stare at Goats.
Hey, that
Tom
was a
Hanks
good
was in
movie.
that?
Was it? Was it really a
Yeah.
good movie?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
At
don't
least
remember
liked
him
it.
being in it.
I don't
well, he
either.
was.
The only
I thought
It's
he
George
was.
Clooney.
it's George
I-
Clooney and
No, you're right. He wasn't in that. He was in another movie. Sorry.
he was in Cloud
Oh,
Atlas.
No, it's not. It's not that movie. I know. I can't think of the name of the movie. It was. What was it?
what happens in it?
I don't
It's
remember
a
a lot about.
Castaway.
Oh, it's not Castaway. One of the Wayans brothers is in it.
Oh,
What brothers?
The Wayans brothers.
I don't know who that is right off the top of my head.
They're the white chicks.
Oh, yeah.
Tom Hanks. Google Tom Hanks.
Tom Hands. The only I don't know. I wonder what Cloud Atlas got with. I'm pretty sure Tom Hanks is in that one. It got a 66 on Rotten Tomatoes. So it wasn't bad. It wasn't great.
Oh, he was in that. He was in shoot. The
Castaway,
no.
Polar Express.
No, he was it. What's the Da Vinci Code trilogy?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought that was
Those are
good.
bad.
Yeah. Well, some of them are good.
I thought that got good reviews. I never watched them, but I thought those got good
He
reviews.
was in a movie called The Lady Killers.
Yeah.
That's the one with Marlon Wayans.
Okay. I knew that.
J.K. Simmons is in that movie.
Yeah.
It's got a 54. I think
Da
my
Vinci Code has a 6.6. What about Angels and Demons?
The wor-
favorite Tom Hanks movie is Road to Perdition. Such a good movie.
Saving Private Ryan is the best Tom Hanks movie.
I never said that one. I never said it wasn't bad. I don't know. Like, Saving Private Ryan is a great movie, but I feel like everybody knows it. Road to Perdition's less known, and it's my favorite because I get to say it, and everybody's like, "What movie?" And then I get to tell them about a great movie called Road to Perdition.
Yeah, but objectively, Saving Private Ryan is a better movie than Road to Perdition.
There's not a whole lot of movies that it's objectively better that is better than Saving Private Ryan. Period.
Exactly.
Shawshank, and there's another one.
I mean, you literally named one of the greatest movies.
Well,
of
no,
all
I'm
time.
going off the 100, like the top 100 movies. I think it's I think it's Shawshank.
actually got passed.
By what?
Something stupid like Endgame.
But I really think it is something stupid.
It
Uh,
used-
Is there an easy way to find it on here?
I thought you could just search for it, but I'm going to Google it.
I just looked up the top 100 greatest movies of all time. I'm pretty sure it's Shawshank, Braveheart.
Oh, IMDb top
Well, I mean,
250.
Citizen Kane has to be up there.
Okay,
Shawshank
so
is still one.
okay, the one that I have off IMDb is Godfather, then Shawshank, Schindler's List, Raging Bull, which I've never heard of that one.
It's
Is that the Charles Bronson movie?
No, no, I mean, it was just called Bronson.
Oh, I don't know why I thought it was that.
no.
Raging Bull's got Robert De Niro. He's a boxer called Jake LaMotta.
Okay, and then
It's
Casablanca, Citizen Kane's number 6, Gone with the
not
Wind's
the
number
same movie.
7,
Oh, it's not the same listing I'm looking at on IMDb.
The Wizard of Oz, One Who Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Lucas's favorite movie right there, number 9,
Yeah.
Lawrence of Arabia, Vertigo.
What list are you looking at?
It's the top 100. It's top
From
100 greatest
IMDb.
movies of all time. The ultimate list.
From
I'm on.
IMDb.
Yeah, it's on IMDb. I don't know.
I'm looking at the top 50 sort of IMDb, and Shawshank's one.
Huh? It is
Yeah, that's
different.
the list I was thinking of. Because I knew The Dark Knight was up there at the top.
Pulp Fiction's a little high for me.
I didn't like it.
Pulp Fiction is amazing.
It's great, but
I
I didn't
didn't
think
get
it'd
it.
be top 6. I thought it would
didn't
be
get it.
like top 20.
Well, it's like the highest rated movies.
Ah! Jesus.
What the
God,
crap did
what
you
the
scream
world?
for?
I had my game paused so long, and I came back, and I got Creeper blew up right next to me.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry. Nothing blew up because it was in water. It scared the living daylights out of me, dude.
We're,
Oh my God.
we need to play
Oh,
more
man.
Minecraft though, for real, because I had so much fun when us three were in the server. That was a lot of fun. I also have been I've been still playing in the world that I made. And I found Chris had a sign in our world that was called Chris's Bachelor Pad.
You're so proud of that.
I'm not proud of it. I'm just glad you liked my house that I made. You're the one that's super proud of it because you're the one that put the sign that said Chris's Bachelor Pad. I think Chris froze.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
What? No, I hear you.
Okay. Well, I thought for a second you froze.
My brain stopped working.
Are you stable now?
No,
Is your internet stable now?
my internet's never been stable. My internet's doo doo. Freaking hate my internet. Spectrum's trash.
Well, that's an ad we're never gonna get.
I don't care. Screw them.
I have Spectrum and it works fine. I don't know what I don't know what they offer in your area, but I have 200 meg.
They offer nothing good. This is why Teddy Roosevelt. There's only two major providers of TV and internet. You've got Windstream, you've got Spectrum here, two, and then you've got Xfinity, which kind of overall.
You keep cutting in and out. I
suck.
didn't hear what you said about Teddy Roosevelt.
This is why he was busting up monopolies, because we've got two internet providers around here. There's no competition.
Yeah, it does suck because prices do start out low and then they get seeming higher. But here's the thing: it doesn't just stop with internet. It's everywhere that does stuff like that, where you only have two options. Same thing with politics. I know we said we weren't going to get into politics, but we need a good third party that actually has a chance against the other, Democrats and Republicans. It would help out a lot of things and bring back true democracy.
God, that would never happen.
It wouldn't. It sucks that it wouldn't, but that's what we need.
Yeah, it's lame. Everybody's lame.
I don't know what the platform would be for that third party,
okay.
but
Where did that thing I saw about Joe Biden go on Twitter? It was super cringe, dude.
are you talking
Can
about?
we talk about how cringy he is?
Are you talking about where he had his hand on some person on stage?
No, he does that all the time. But he does that a lot. He's super cringe about that. But hold on, I'm trying to find just trending Joe Biden. Why is Joe? No, It was like he was at something. He was at some like not like a town hall or something. But and it was just in like there was a it was I wish I could find it because it was so creepy.
What was he doing
So,
though?
being creepy.
That doesn't explain anything. What was he doing that made him creepy?
He was. I wish I could find it.
Well, if you just search Joe Biden creepy or Joe Biden inappropriate or Joe Biden,
This specific tweet that I'm looking for, I don't know. Did I like the tweet? Maybe.
what I'm saying is if you have Joe Biden and then any type of adjective that's semi-negative, there's too many results for that.
Yeah.
Because Joe Biden's never been right.
Creepy Joe Biden hashtag. No, that's not gonna work. How did this turn into a? How did this turn into stuff about Trump?
We didn't mention Trump. What are you talking about?
I googled Joe Biden creepy tweet, but now it's somehow talking about. It's somehow talking about Trump tweeting stuff. No. I'm looking for. Oh, I've liked 14,500 tweets. Jesus.
I have
Okay.
not seen Trump tweet a lot. Nothing's been really put into the
I don't
media here
follow
recently. Well, I don't follow him either, but what I'm saying is I've not seen anything be put into the media of what he's tweeted recently. So maybe he's calmed down. I don't know. I voted for who I voted for. We all know who that. But there is a stand-up set by John Mulaney where he talks about there's a horse in the hospital. And nobody thought the horse could get in the hospital. And nobody knows what the horse is going to do in the hospital. Because the horse has never been in a hospital. So it's just like breaking news when the horse does stuff in that hospital.
Sorry, I saw some memes I was laughing at.
Oh, I thought you were laughing at the stuff I was saying.
Sorry.
That kind of bummed me out. I thought I was doing good. I thought I presented that well.
It's like
God.
a bull in a china shop.
I love. Yeah. What? I like these. Have you ever seen these reaction images that are like somebody's head? It's like a drawn head, but like it has like this weird. It always has like a weird deformity because they're trying to make somebody look like stupid.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You're deeper in the meme scene than me. Because anytime I show you a meme I find on Instagram, you're like, I've already seen it. I saw that like 3 weeks ago. And then I just keep trying to present to you memes where you're proud of me as a human being, Chris. And I can't do it. And also you're frozen again because your internet sucks. Now you're back.
Yep. Now I'm back.
Did you hear my rant?
Oh.
I don't like that meme at all.
Why not?
That's a very rudely drawn picture.
But all right.
That's
Let's
just
see if I
me.
can find.
I couldn't see what it was.
So let me find that other one I saw.
Okay.
This is great audio content.
I know it's.
Look, I'm giving up. I've given up.
Give it up on what?
I don't know. Dude. I don't know what's going on. My brain is dying.
I guess this show's
It's-
dying too.
My brain is like shutting down.
I guess
I'm trying to think of things to talk about, but I can't. And my bladder's full.
Well, since Chris's brain is shutting down right now, everyone, we're going to go ahead and we're going to end this episode because also his internet shut down. Fun fact, you don't know that because I'm going to edit it to where it just seems like he drops out. But we know this episode has been rough. We know that it's been riddled with very much rabbit holes and just talking about random stuff. But we hope you like it. Hopefully this episode's been better than static. And we will catch you guys next week. Say bye, Lucas.
Bye.
Because he's still here, guys. He was still there. He was being real quiet.
Believe in me.
But he was still there. All right. Bye.
Give up on my way home, yeah.
Have you ever been reading through a stack of comics and thought, hey, maybe I should see what this Arkham Asylum game is all about? Or been playing Marvel vs. Capcom and felt like you were at a real disadvantage because you didn't know who half the characters were? Well, Play Comics is the show for you. I'm Chris, and each episode, I take a look at video games based on comic book properties and how well they stick to that source material. So, whether you know the comics and want to actually learn how these games work, or know the games and want to know what the hell is going on, go check out Play Comics at playcomics.com, the Brain Trust Bros Network, or wherever you find your favorite podcasts.